All right, so I have a question. Surprise, surprise, right, Daniel?
Yeah, go for it.
No.
Just let it bleed into the next 2 or 3.
Yep, you got it. No. So one of the things from my perspective as a lender and looking at working with real estate agents across the board, what is one of the things that you feel like real estate agents could do a better job in their transaction that would just have a ripple effect?
Communication.
Okay, all right.
I think the
I shouldn't even let me finish it. Go for it.
It's because it's the age old problem. I think in the industry is everybody communicates differently, and I think finding that means of communication in a transaction is super important. And if you don't, if you get an agent that never checks their phone, but they check their email all the time, or you get an agent who disappears, that's happened. Communication is so important because at the end of the day, we're all supposed to be working towards the same goal. And if you don't have your team solidly in place and answering questions, working together, it just kind of makes it more of a challenge for everybody. And I think even, for a realtor, even with clients, answer your phone. That's it. That's what clients want. They want that communication as well. I'm almost dumbfounded that you just said answer your phone. Like that is such a crux to the business. But I see it from, what you see on your end. I just can't believe that that's actually happening.
But it happens all the time.
Yeah, I think
intentionally,
it does.
or just
I
because
don't know
people
that
are
it's
busy?
intentionally because, honestly, I'm in a different capacity, of course, but I can't always answer my phone. But I can usually send a text back that says, "Hey, I'm in a meeting," unless you guys made me take my watch off before I did this. But I can usually get back. Like we are in a very technologically advanced era of the world. Right. Like there's no reason why you cannot send a text, call, email, smoke signal. I don't care. There's no reason why you should not be communicating with everyone in your transaction, your lender, your escrow officer, your client, the other agent. There's just no reason not to be communicating.
I think this is opinion. I think that a lot of people don't treat this like a regular job. Like they don't come in and work all day in front of a computer. It's
not a regular job.
It's not. And I mean, it's not that it's not a bad thing. Like I think that there's a lot of people that just go about like their normal day. They have families and kids and they do their stuff or they take advantage of one of the biggest reasons why people get a real estate license is the flexibility. And so they just don't.
That's the biggest trick in this. By flexible, you don't get to pick your schedule. You have to be flexible with your schedule.
I respectfully disagree.
I agree with you. I think that's like my favorite thing is I can, if I need to, come in when I need to so I can take care of my family in the morning, but I'm also fine with staying late or working weekends or whatever you need to do.
And I think that you can construct your business in a way where people know not to call you at 8:00 at night.
Absolutely, you can, but I think, again, that comes to communication. If you don't set those expectations with people ahead of time, they're going to call you at 8:00 or they're going to wake up in the middle of the night and can't sleep, so they're on the internet looking at houses and they're texting you. and some people are going to feel compelled to answer them.
Of course, and if you answer, you're training your clients to reach out to you at that time. And sometimes people need to talk at that time. I'm not saying that you shouldn't, but I'm also saying that people, if you're going to be in the real estate business and you want to design your own life and to create the kind of business that you want, that is one of those things that you need to do is you need to create boundaries and you need to set boundaries. I fell into that trap numerous times through the first couple of years in my business. Dan can attest to that.
Most people do.
Yeah, everybody does. It's not, you can't get away from it because you want to help the people that you're working with, but you have to set boundaries. Like if you get a phone call at 8:00 at night, unless somebody's dying, there's not anything you're going to be able to do until the next morning.
Then why do agents call me at 8:00 at night?
I do not call you at 8:00 at night. No. So
I usually just
those
text.
were jokes.
I usually just text. I'm on fire. Help!
I am actually dying today. Please. but I would say it's not even setting boundaries. It's creating longevity in the industry. So you're setting yourself on something that's sustainable that allows you to be able to do that. But I don't think it's so much training your clients. It's understanding that you're going to be reacting and you're not going to have the appropriate response.
Right.
So Nancy, since we already brought her up, Nancy, at the very beginning, because I would pick up my phone and then I'd respond whatever's on there because I do get clients all night. They're virtually 24 hours a day for me, right? So, but when I would pick up my phone and I would respond, I was reacting. I was not responding. And so for me to do my clients a service, I actually need to take a deep breath, take a break, and respond adequately to their question, not react.